we are discussing about two important competency based question from HCF. Okay. Find the largest number which divides 438 and 606, leaving remainder 6 in each case. So, in this question, how can you understand? We have to find the HCF. Yeah, there is a word largest number. Normally that word largest number we can use HCF, but the important thing you have to notice here is you are going to find out a number which divides 438 and 606, meaning that number, of course, that particular required number you are using for dividing 438 as well as 606, meaning this required number is less than 438 and 606, right. That is why of course we have to go for HCF, that is a factor, but here we need a remainder 6. So, we cannot we need a remainder means we cannot take directly the HCF of these numbers. HCF of the number, if you take, that will be exactly divisible in these both numbers, right. So, we need a remainder 6, that is why we are subtracting the remainder. To get the required number, we are subtracting the remainder from each number. So, first number 438 we subtracted 6, that is the remainder we need. Then the second number 606, from that we subtracted 6. So, we got again two numbers and we can find out the HCF of 432 and 600. That means we subtracted the remainder from each number and the number which we are getting, that number's HCF we are finding out. So, here HCF of 432 and 600. When you do this HCF, prime factorize each number and the common prime factor which is having least power. Here common prime factor 2 is a common prime factor, but the least power is 2 to the power 3, that is why we took 2 to the power 3, and again 3 is a common prime number, again we took 3 only, because power 3 to the power 1 is least power. Then when you multiply here together, we got HCF of 432 and 600 is 24. So, using this 24, if I divide 438 and 606, you will get 6 as the remainder. 6 as the remainder. So, we can generally, if the remainder is same, to find out HCF, to find out the largest number, we can subtract from, to get HCF of numbers. Which are the numbers we have to choose? We have to subtract the remainder from each number and the required number we will get from finding the HCF of the numbers. Okay.